I'll just find my own coach. And I did. And so the question that was asked just in the last session, do you have a coach? Do you have a mentor? And for those of you that participated, I thought, well, I do. I have a artificial intelligence coach. And I also have artificial intelligence mentor that I've been doing it for the last couple months. And today I was doing it, and then I realized that this session was going on. So I do have a coach and a mentor, and it's getting me to a higher level. What's significant about this is that with a coach, I could do it in the morning and in the evening. I could do it in my own time. That's huge. So there's time. So with a coach, I can choose my own time. Number one. Number two, it's cost effective. In fact, it's so cost effective that I reached out to them because I had known about it 2 years ago. And in the meantime, in 2 years, they've created a team session so that I can involve my clients. So I thought, oh, I want to use this for my clients as well. So they can also be coached. And it's called micro coaching. And that has become a very interesting journey because now they can I can take care of the things that doesn't. I can be a lot more interactive in different ways. And so that's an interesting exploration. And I find that it's very effective. Uh, and I'm thinking that that's going to really impact coaching those that at some basic level. And and of course, that's the world we're in. So I do have a coach, artificial intelligence coach, and then I have a mentor. I stumbled upon that because I thought one of my directions was to be able to read one book a day. And I thought, well, that's a good target. I want to do that. And of course, coaching.com helps me because when I have one of the speakers, I can read their books. And we have upcoming Ray Dalio next week, and I've downloaded his book, so I want to be knowledgeable about that. But in that journey, what I found is that I can find somebody that can summarize books. And in doing that, I stumbled upon Brian Johnson, who created heroic.us. And he's in a very interesting, tremendous journey. He wants to impact 51% of the population by 2051. Big, big, huge goal. And I thought that's bigger than my goal. So I want to be part of that. And in doing that, I signed up, and he has a very interesting app that on a daily basis, I get not only a summary of a book, but also a thought of the day, but also more importantly, focuses on three things: energy level, work, and love. And by doing it on a repetitive basis, then all of a sudden I'm finding that I'm able to not only get inspired, have bigger thoughts, but also participate in a growing community. And in that way, it's a mentor to me because now I'm finding that it's inspirational. I could strive to be, and I'm finding that all of this is mostly in the personal life rather than the business life, which I'm focused in. So I'm taking the things that I have to build a baseline to be able to grow into a business line. So that's my journey. So the key here is I'm not focusing on getting clients. I think that's the wrong strategy. It's like saying I'm focusing on making money. It's a wrong strategy. And here's why. Here's why. We should not focus on the goal. We should focus on the process. And the process will get you the goal. And as coaches, you can appreciate that because now we can get better at the process Because if we're focused about the goal, I want to make $1 million or I want to make $10 million, either that's too high or it's not relevant enough. But what if I said, I want to be a better person today? In fact, in my strategic things that I had today, I asked myself, how do I get exponentially better? Exponentially is different than linear. And I don't really have the answer for that, except that I know a path. Keep doing the things that I need to do in terms of energy, in terms of theory, practice, and mastery. Theory, practice, and mastery, which comes from the mentor from the heroic.us. So now I'm finding that I can create a space for bringing in members, which I call peers, and be able to bring them to a space that they can come together. And so I had mentioned this to Malcolm before. I created a 21-day challenge, and I call it a $1 million business challenge. And I'm in the third month. Today is going to be the fourth day that I'm doing that. And what I'm finding is this, like yesterday, I had 6 people in business. Many of them were CEOs. And we had an interaction discussion about who they are, what they do, but more importantly, what are the big ideas or opportunities going forward? And $1 million is to say, give me a big idea. I want to make $10 more. I want to make $1 million impact, or maybe 10 million. It's a big idea thinking. And out of that, I'm finding that I can connect with these leaders to be able to bring them to participate. And I put in my platform, Peers on Demand, to be able to grow my own community. Now, when I grow my own community, then all of a sudden I find that I can start having more events that people can participate that are more specific to their industry. So the $1 million business challenge is broad, but out of that, we have different leaders that I can bring them in. And so that's my direction. And so by that, my focus is investing. I'm looking for investment opportunities. I'm looking for consulting opportunities where I can bring other people that are good consultants. I'm looking for coaching opportunities in the niche that I have with businesses, and mentoring opportunities. And all of those are multiple streams of income. And it's the process. And inevitably, that'll give me to where I want to expand and make an impact globally. A year ago, I was connecting globally, and then contracted again so I could rebuild again. Also, financially, I think of it as energy, to be able to have the energy to be able to provide for others and be healthy, be able to have longevity. I really fundamentally believe that 5 years from now, it's going to be better than today. 10 years from now is even better. 100 years from now, it's going to be even better than now, because we're human beings and we show up. Nellie shows up, Jackie shows up, Malcolm shows up, I show up to be able to make our particular world better. The key here is to focus exponentially. I've been thinking linearly too long. And so the things that the book stimulated my mind, is that we should be thinking exponentially. And I'm not quite sure what that means, but I've got an idea of how to do it. How do we do more with less? And I think that's what the world is waiting for. I've become a better person because I'm a coach. I think we have to be the person that shows up and coaches. It's the thought from Gandhi. If you remember the story is that a mother brought a little boy to Gandhi and said, please tell the boy to stop eating sugar or candy. And he said, okay, come back in a month.